Hi everyone, I'll start in a moment. Just a moment, guys. I am checking all the channels. If you're watching on any other platform, if you're seeing the screen clarity issues, then you can head over to the YouTube channel of Strike. There you can view up to 1440p quality specifically. Otherwise, all other platforms support either 720p or 1080p, but on the Strike YouTube channel, you would be able to see it in even in 1440p. That is 2K resolution. So, yeah, I think we are good to go now. So, in today's session, we are just seeing sideways kind of action like yesterday. No real direction. Market is at yesterday's levels only, forming some kind of patterns. So let's try to see and judge if we have anything interesting in terms of other sectors today. So first of all, the yesterday's FIDI data, cash market first. Sorry, I did the FI twice. So on the cash market, we have FI's selling number close to 2,333 and DI's buying number at 1579. So no real change. They have FIs have been continuously selling in the cash market. In the derivatives also, we've seen some downward pressure from their side. For yesterday particularly, they sold 15,000 contracts in index futures and the net position is back into negative. So all their longs have been basically scared off and right now in the short territory now. However, they bought calls on index and sold puts. So on the options front, this is a bullish number. But overall on the index, the all the long OI is now gone and positioning is actually back into short. So if you would like to see it on the sentiment, the FI net index futures, as you can see, it's back below zero. So it's no more near to even near to the overbought sentiment or something. The client net position that I was highlighting yesterday, it has cooled off a bit from there, but still it remains to be at a extreme level. So there is still a possibility that we form some kind of bottom here and then see upward action. Other important indicators still giving the same indication. We haven't really picked up from the bottom on the daily swing, and I think average swing has further declined today. So the average swing is 13 right now, which is quite not quite actually very oversold. Even the put call ratios that were very high have pulled back to neutral zones or even bearish zones. So you're seeing clear signs that the sentiment has cooled off. So now just the setups should be one should look for favorable setups and good risk reward setups can play out. Similarly, on the diffusion indicators as well. If I look at the stocks with RMI pi, the number is down to 14 for Nifty, which is a very oversold number. And let's see for the 500 as well. Similarly, it's for the Nifty 500 also it's at 14. So all these things are indicating at a near-term bounce. Let's see if we get those or not. In terms of today's sector performance, auto is at top, followed by small cap, and PSU Bank and IT are in the top. So, once again, yeah. So that is that, and within autos, Eicher Motor has been leading. So let's see. Let's see the Nifty Bank Nifty charts before I go on to scans and show you the new scans that we have launched as well. So Nifty first. So Nifty did protect the 40-day average yesterday with and made a doji candlestick. Today as well, it's above the 40-day. Uh, Other three things are still in negative mode. The only good thing is that RMI is back at zero today, so our cycle is complete. In terms of hourly chart, yesterday we have seen that the hourly indicator has been into bullish mode since quite a long, but it is unable to give any other confirmation that is not able to cross this 20-hour average. So that is same. So further confirmation is still awaited. When the index is able to close above this 19690, that would be a first sign that the momentum is picking up. Similarly, if I go to Bank Nifty, then first the daily chart. Closed positive yesterday, minorly negative today, not much action. On the hourly, same way, the RMI has been into bullish mode. The downtrend is also now into green, but still it is below the averages. So it's just kissing the averages. The 20-hour average is at 44,700. So once our on hourly closing basis, if 44,700 is crossed, that would be a initial sign of momentum picking up on the Bank Nifty. So that is quick update on both of the charts. On based on the OI as well, 19,700 remains to be the key level for this particular expiry bank for Nifty, and for Bank Nifty, 44,700 seems to be the near-term resistance, and a good support would be 44,500. Even the current level has equal numbers of call and put OI, so that is where the index is hovering around. So the key resistance would be 44,700 to cross on the upside. So yeah, that's a quick update on the today's session. Let's let's go to the scans, which I would like to show you. Yeah. So one second. Yeah. So volume and delivery scans is something that we have added right now, and you can, if you are unable to see it on your screen, you can simply click on manage scanners and enable all from here. And if volume and delivery is disabled, it will get selected and you can save the changes. So volume delivery will be shown here. Uh, one second. Yeah. So here you have three separate scans that you can use. One is volume gainers, that is nothing but the volume buzzers for today. Next are based on delivery. One is if you want to see the delivery on percentage basis, like percentage of the quantity traded. And another one is if you want to look at the number of the delivered shares compared to their average delivered quantity. So, for example, if I click at this MCX, so what it shows me that on an average, it's average on an average 1,98,748 is the quantity that is delivered on the stock, and yesterday's delivered quantity is 7 lakh 60,000. That is 282% more than the average. So this is a high delivery quantity stock for yesterday. So you can use this scans, and we will add more scans within volume as well, which will combine both of the all the three into one, and you can further drill down based on your choices. So let me know if you have any questions on the volume and delivery scans. So it it occurred to me that now that we are very close to ending September expiry, so today is what, 26th and 28th is the expiry. So why not look at seasonality for next month or from today itself? So if I go to seasonality, I select today's date, last 10 years test period, and I'm looking for next 30 days seasonality, what is bullish. And I selected only indices. So I'm interested to look at only indices for now. So if I select win percentage as 90, 80, and 70, which means I want to see only the results which were bullish for at least 7 out of 10 years for the last 10 years. Now, now you would see at the top which index is coming is Bank Nifty with a median return of 5% for the next 30 days, and it has a win ratio of 7 out of 10. So last 7 out of 10 years it has been positive for 26 September to 26 October, and the median return of those 30 days is 5%. So current levels are what, if I see 44,600. So let's assume that that would mean close to 2,000 points on the Bank Nifty based on current levels for the next 30 days. So this is a good seasonality factor to look at. So one can keep this in mind and look for opportunities there if there is a favorable setup on the RMI or on any other indicator. This is a thing to look at. So let me know if you have any questions. Now I'm just looking in different scans. I'm not going on to charts right now. So let's focus the today's Q&A is on scans only. So another interesting thing that I love to use is lately the candlestick scans. So especially when we are looking for reversals pattern like dojis or morning stars can be very helpful. So if I sort it this way, let's look at if there is any morning star or not. So this is one morning doji star on credit access. I mean, this is a good reversal pattern. Let me see if there is any other interesting one. So there are a couple of engulfing patterns as well, and there are doji stars as well. So these are all good highlights when which one may miss to look at, but the scanner helps us to spot these things easily. We look at bullish continuation patterns, then mostly bullish well-told stocks are there, which is nothing but the open is equal to low. And even on the bearish one, we can also look if there is any particular stocks with bearish patterns forming. So these are all small names. Anything interesting? Not really. In terms of bearish continuation, also you will be seeing mostly uh, bearish belt holds kind of stocks. So yeah, you can look at whichever category you want to. But to me, if I'm looking for bullish reversals, I would focus on this category and look for any favorable stocks that are showing the pattern. So with that, let's go to the Dow trend as well as RMI scanner as we usually do to look at what kind of signals are popping up. More down to up than up to down, which means more green reversals rather than red. And within that, you can see if there is anything interesting that you like or not. No proper sector I can see, but mostly mixed stocks are there today in the Dow trend. In the RMI, let me select the new signals. Here also a mix of new buy, new sell signal, more of new sell actually. So that explains the uh, daily swing being so low because the momentum is still not picking up. But yeah, there are a couple of names with new buy signals as well. So this is one that is Isher. Please note this is not any advice. I'm just looking at different scans. So this is actually this line is getting taken out on the upside. Of course, we have not closed yet, but still it looks pretty good to me. Let me make it more visible. Yeah. So this is a breakout accompanied by a signal in the scan. Good one. Yeah, there are many other as well. So this is one. This is also a fresh buy signal. So you can look at all this and do your analysis. So let's look at the moving average scans as well. I usually look at stocks crossing above 20-day average. So if I am able to spot same names in any of in this scan and the reversal scans, it helps me a lot. So yeah, the same name is here as well. Isha, that is also crossing its 20-day average on the same day. So interesting names, particularly since auto index is at top today, then we can there's a possibility of seeing a couple of names from the auto index. Yeah, even on the average true range scan that tells us if the stock is up or more than its average range. There also Isha is popping up. So yeah, it is looks like a breakout in that. This is interesting. Even the Nestle, which I observed yesterday, that FMCG index had formed very 3-4 bullish kind of doji patterns on the daily. So this is one FMCG stock that has given some follow up. Similarly, on the bearish side, also we need to look if there is anything. No, so nothing is down more than its average range. That is what this tells me in the FNO segment. So yeah, I'm opening the floor for questions today. So please try and ask more about scanners and tools rather than specific stocks, because that makes sure you get to know more about the new tools and how to use them on your own. So yeah, please send in your questions in the comment box. No questions today. All right. So okay, one question has come in on Balrampur Chini. So daily downtrend had given a sell signal back on 21st, and RMI had given a sell signal on 22nd September. So, but it has protected the daily averages, so that should be a key level to hold. Since it was a kind of a range breakout as well, let me draw that. It was sort of looking like a breakout when it broke out above this range. So yeah, broadly, I think 20-day and 40-day average that are these levels. 415 and 410 are the crucial supports for it to hold. Uh, any idea why so many promoters buy in Biocon? Okay, let's look at that data first. So these are mostly designated persons, not promoters. ESOPs have been transferred. This one is a promoter. So here also it's a transfer. You can see that one promoter has transferred to the other one by 0.7%. Apart from that, most are ESOPs only, which are employee stock options have been exercised. So no real promoter buying. But yeah, surely we can look at the chart if there is anything. So not really. It is actually breaking below the daily averages. So I don't think anything interesting as of now. Yeah. So supports will be the weekly averages close to 255. Nothing interesting as of now. It's actually a rising wedge pattern if you look closely. And it's looking like a breakdown. There's a question coming in on the other YouTube channel that is having zeroed in on say IT sector as the next uptrend candidate. How to identify stocks using strike heat maps. Okay. Let's say you are interested in IT. So now you can within IT you can look at multiple time frames of price performance of my RSI of stocks, whether they are close to their 52-week high or low, and if they are close to the 200-day average or quite above it. So different ways you can judge. So let's say first you are judging on the relative strength of price, and different time frame analysis can be done. So let's say let me first go to the IT index and see from where which time it has been rallying. So it has been rallying since 17th April, and the top is at 15th September. You can look at since this period which stocks have performed the best, and then you can also look at which stocks have fallen least in this dip, right? So let us check the both. 17th April till today. So for the period selected, best performers have been Emphasis, Persistent, LTTS, Coforge, TechM, followed by the other ones. All the big ones are behind on this. So on a bigger basis, these all have outperformed. Now, if I look at just the last few days dip, which have fallen the least. So let's do that. So if I look at from just the recent top that was made, then the ones that have fallen the least are LTTS, TCS, TechM, and Persistent. Now you have three, four relatively strong names. Now what you can do is even look at the RSIs if all are which are above 60, which is a good sign on weekly and daily. So if I go to weekly first, then mostly all are above 60. Even on daily, mostly, yeah, all these four are above 60. So the three, four names that I'm seeing at the top are LTTS, Persistent, TCS. So now these are the names you want to be looking at the uh, the Dow trend as well as the RMI. So if I go to the Dow trend, and let me now select only IT. So LTTS is actually having a upward trend since so long. So this is one more sign on that. Other ones are mostly down. Techem is in up. Rest no reversal as of now has been done. So let's say you have identified TCS and persistent as well. Now what you would be looking for is a when the next buy signal comes here, either on daily or hourly. So actually on hourly it is giving a down to up reversal. So this is something you would be looking at. Even on the RMI, let's go and select only Nifty IT. No sign as of now on any of the ones on the daily time frame. On the hourly, only three are in buy as of now. So, but none of the ones that we actually have seen, right? So you would actually wait for a fresh buy crossover in any of the ones that you've identified. So yeah, this is very close to giving that. So now let's say you've identified TCS and persistent. The final thing remains on how you look at it on the overall setup. So whether you're comfortable looking at just the scan or you want to go through the scan or the stock itself and look in detail, that is up to you. So let's say you look at TCS in the stock section and begin looking at from weekly basis. So weekly, everything looks fine. RMI is bullish, Dow trend is bullish, averages are held, trending upwards, right? Come down to daily, then you would see it is actually in a pullback mode with RMI in sell, Dow trend in sell, but average is holding. So either you wait for a complete cycle and sit till the next buy signal comes here, or you can even drill down to hourly and look if there is a fresh signal. So as of now, no. But if you are kind of a person who would trade hourly charts, then this is where you would look for fresh signals and follow it accordingly. And at the same time, you can look at the other stocks that you identified through relative strength, and whichever gives you a better setup, you can choose that. So on the weekly, this one also looks fine. Daily, now this one has actually been into sell mode and out and into sell mode since quite some time. So this is actually a good sign because the pullback or the consolidation is already close to end, right? Because it has been correcting since few days. So now what you can do is, sorry, draw a trend line for which you can wait to get crossed. This is a classical method. So this is a another layer of confirmation that you can add. And if you go down to hourly, then you can wait for fresh cycles to start. That's the simplest way to check relative strength and then wait for the setups where you can get a probable trade. So Ranjan is asking volume scanner. So yeah, you can watch the this stream again. I've already explained volume gainers are nothing but the volume buzzers, and the other two are delivery scans. So one is where you check the delivery percentage as a percentage of volume. So if the volume for the day is, for example, in the first case, 3,66,000 and the delivered volume is 363, then the delivery percentage is very high, that is close to 100%, which means whichever quantity was traded was delivered. The people did not sell it intraday but took it home. And other way to look at it is by looking at the quantity of delivery as compared to what is the average delivery quantity over the last few days. So both are different methods but throw out good results. So along with that, when you look at the price, that is how you will judge it. We'll add a couple of more scans here and will be a dedicated video for you to know how to use it. Thank you so much, Narsimha Murthy, for your appreciation. I think that are most of the questions, and it's already half an hour done. So I'll wrap up today's stream and we'll continue tomorrow. Thank you all for tuning in. Yeah.